I'm Dee.
I'm Sarah.
And we are doing BookTube Newbie Book Tag. No. And we are doing the
BookTube Newbie Tag.
And that was started, I believe, by Brenda C. And we will link her YouTube channel below, as well as the questions that she started. I started this channel because I love sharing books with my friends, and it's a way for us to get together and talk about books and share it with other people.
And I'm joining her on this journey.
And I really like BookTube. It's really fun to hear everybody's opinions and see all these creative people. I'm not that creative, but I do love to talk about books, so that's why I wanted to start one. But I didn't want to do it alone. I wanted to do it with my friends because I think that books should be shared. We are mothers. We're a little bit older. What other reason? We have different opinions. We like all the same books that are kind of going around right now, but we have a different viewpoint and look at what or opinions about these books. I think because there's more than one of us, so we can bounce around and talk. We're not just talking to the camera alone, and we can kind of converse. We haven't quite found our niche since we're super new, so once we do, we'll figure that out. I'm most excited to talk about books with other people and getting other people's opinions and conversing about books.
And finding new books too.
Yeah, I would really like to read comments and reply to them and share books that I love that I don't see a lot of people reading, or hearing about books that other people love and seeing how I feel about them.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's, you know, like people said before, it's a way to escape from just the everyday world. It's when I read, it's like watching a movie. Just like the words just disappear, and I'm like watching the whole story unfold, like a fly on the wall in a way.
Well, the first book that I ever read and I decided that I really loved reading was Go Ask Alice. It had a lot of realism about what was happening around me, the kids around me, things in my own life. And I thought it was interesting to see that somebody wrote a book about it, and for a while there I thought that it was a true story, so because it's by Anonymous, and I didn't really know what that meant back then. So that was the first book that opened my eyes that I actually enjoyed reading.
Outsider was probably, that's right? Yeah, it was probably the first kind of book that was different from everything else I read. I was only into fantasy. I was like only going to read fantasy, but then that just kind of like was there. So I was like, well, I'll try it. And yeah, ever since then I've been more open to different kinds of stories, and so it's changed my way of reading. Maybe what's your top 5 favorite of all time books? That's hard to say anyway. There's so many good ones out there.
Yeah, I wouldn't really have a question, but I'd probably want to have a conversation about a book that we both really liked, or maybe a book that they liked and I hated, or vice versa. Like, just, I like to hear other people's opinions and why they didn't like something when I really loved it, or, you know, vice versa. So it'd be probably a conversation like that, just discussing a book that one of us enjoyed and one of us didn't.
Getting fans.
Subscribers.
Love us.
Oh my god. No, for me, I think that the hardest thing is talking to this camera. It's so weird. Like, I want to look at you and talk to you. Like, I like to look at people in their eyes and talk to them, and I don't feel as expressive talking to this camera. Like, I'm very expressive when I'm talking about books. I get excited, I move around, and I talk, but I feel like I have to be really, although, you know, you watch BookTube, like, everybody's wiggling around and stuff, but I just, it's so awkward.
You'll get there.
I'm such a shy person.
That's why I like doing the camera, because those people are watching.
That freaks me out, that there are people gonna be watching, maybe on the other side. But I'd really like some interaction. I think the more people interact with me,
Yeah.
the more
You comment, we will respond.
easy.
For now.
Yes. You comment, we will respond. And we will get better at this. That is the hard thing. So that is our newbie book tag, and hopefully
So for now,
you enjoyed
thumbs
it.
up, subscribe, so you can see more of our videos.
Subscribe.
Yeah. Leave it there. Tell me which way here is. Right there. Anyway, until next time.